Hello and welcome to this week's Star of the Week Assembly. We are so proud with how much amazing learning is happening out there that we are pleased that we can share just a fraction of that with you for our Star of the Week Assemblies. So we will be seeing different nominations from all the classes this week of amazing children doing amazing work. Please don't be disappointed if you've not been nominated this week, because there's so much good work going on, as I said, and the teachers are only allowed to pick one child a week. So your chance will come around, just keep trying hard. Special mention before we start, the teachers are all working so hard, planning the lessons, putting up the learning, responding on Seesaw, but a special mention has to go to this gentleman this week. Mr. T, above and beyond, sir. What an amazing caveman that you make. I don't know if that's a compliment, but it's meant to be. The children have been inspired by you, so thank you very much and keep it up. For those of you who haven't seen the video on Seesaw, Mr. T has been doing some artwork with year 3 and 4 this week and dressed as a caveman whilst doing it. So absolutely brilliant. Well done, Mr. T. And now on to this week's Star of the Week. So our first nomination this week comes from Team Endeavour, and Mrs. Wilkinson says, "Hello Team Endeavour, I have had a super week working with the reception children and have been bowled over by the effort and enthusiasm of all of Team Endeavour. What a perfect name for this class. But one star has shone particularly brightly this week, and that has been Henry. Henry isn't too well at the moment and spent the beginning of the week in hospital, but that hasn't stopped him trying his very, very best, and he even completed his Olympic star jump challenge in hospital. So I choose you, Henry, because of your determination to do your best and to keep up with your learning. We are so very proud to have you in Team Ridgeway and in Team Endeavour. Well done," from Mrs. Wilkinson. What a fantastic start to our assembly today. Henry, you are an inspiration. Not letting anything stop you, keeping trying your best is all we can ever ask for, and you are doing just that. So I think we need to give you a massive round of applause. Well done, Henry. Right, on to year 1. And this week, Mrs. Bennett has said, for Team Sawyers, we would like to nominate Lucy Rogers as our Star of the Week. Lucy has really impressed us this week with her remote learning. Lucy has drawn a lovely picture to show her favourite part of the story, and she's worked really hard to think about and write sentences to recap key parts of this story. Even when Lucy found some of the tasks challenging, she didn't give up. She worked hard, showed lots of resilience to complete her work. This is such a good skill to have, Lucy. We're very proud of you, and we really enjoy seeing your smiling face in your videos this week. Well done, keep up the hard work and continue to be resilient. Well done from Mrs. Bennett. What fantastic nomination, Lucy. We're so pleased. Keeping going even when you find things difficult, and at the moment that is a really important skill to have for life as well as for learning. So clap for Lucy, please. And on to year 2. Team Orion's Star of the Week this week is to be revealed in a few sentences time. Mrs. Tingle says, it has been another fantastic week of learning and posting in Seesaw for Team Orion, making my job of picking a Star of the Week super hard. There were so many of the children who could have had it for so many different reasons this week. However, I have chosen Matilda. Matilda is a very accomplished young lady who we are seeing in school through lockdown. She brightens everyone's day with her positive attitude, and she always has a beautiful smile on her face. She always tries hard with her learning, but what has particularly impressed me this week is how hard she's trying to act on the feedback I've put on Seesaw tasks for her. She is reading it and improving her work, which wasn't always happening at first. Well done, Matilda. You are definitely one of our superstars, and I know you will keep on trying your very best to be the best that you can be. Well done from Mrs. Tingle. And Matilda, that is just what we ask for. Your best attitude, your best effort, and listening to that feedback and trying to make your work even better is such a grown-up skill to have. We're really proud and you deserve a big round of applause. So well done, Matilda, and on to year 3. Miss Crowley has said this week, it is so hard to choose a star of the week on a normal week when you're all in class and are amazing, but even harder when we're not all together and we're working remotely. However, this week I have been really impressed by my chosen star and their attitude and effort towards not only her learning, but also the whole situation we are in. This week's Star of the Week for Team Sputnik is Belle Bowden. Belle, you continue to be an absolute star. Working remotely is, for many, very hard. However, you are continuing to work at the same high standard that you did in class, challenging your learning and ensuring your work is the best it can be before sharing it with me. Not only this, but you have such a positive approach to the situation that many people are finding difficult. I left our phone conversation on Wednesday feeling upbeat and positive after you telling me how you're just taking everything in your stride, talking to friends and family on FaceTime when you can, completing your work with amazing home teaching, and just getting on the best you can. You could hear the smile and positivity as we spoke, and it put me in the mindset for a fantastic day, so thank you. You are doing amazing, Belle. Keep up the fantastic work. You should be incredibly proud. From Miss Crowley. Well done, Belle. And that's just so wonderful to hear that you're taking it in your stride, you're doing the best that you can be, and you're not letting things get on top of you. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, stay safe and stay positive. We're so proud. Let's give Belle a clap. Well done, Belle. A proper inspiration there. So well done, Belle. And now on to year 4. Right. Mr. Townsend says, Team Odyssey's Star of the Week is none other than the one and only Jacob Mitten. Jacob has had a wonderful week with his remote learning. He started off in style with a terrific star jump score, thus helping his country in our first Ridgeway Olympic challenge. He went on to create a great collection of dramatic freeze frames as part of his English work, achieved gold standard in all of his maths, and also planned and wrote his own big write. If this was not enough, he also mixed, kneaded, shaped and baked his own fabulous salt dough Stone Age necklace. See for yourself on the picture. Absolutely brilliant. As you can see, Jacob is a real Stone Age diva. Wonderful work, you've been brilliant, and you are clearly a star. From Mr. T. And I think that picture says it all. Inspired by an amazing teacher, but doing an amazing job at home. Really, really fantastic. You've taken it so well and done such a great job. We're super proud. Let's give Jacob a round of applause. And after that Stone Age adventure, on to year 5. So, Team Apollo, year 5, your star of the week is to be revealed. There seems to be a new trend with the teachers. I think they're trying to catch me out, but there we go. So Mrs. Potts says, wow, what a week it has been. Team Apollo have been building up to a full Day of the Dead celebration, and everybody has blown me away with their effort and enthusiasm, from Mexican wraps to mocktail making, even whole family renditions of the Mexican hat dance, not to mention the masks and the makeup. As such, it's been really difficult to make the decision this week, but I have chosen someone who has completed every single task to the very best of their ability and is full of positivity on Seesaw, and that is Lily Skipworth. Yes, Lily, you are our star of the week. Thank you for getting on with your remote learning so maturely, for letting me know regularly how you're finding things, for persevering and for getting so into our class shared read as a true book dragon. What great qualities to have in a young person. You're a super duper role model, Lily, and we could not be more proud. Well done. Absolutely fantastic. And what an amazing mask you created, Lily. Absolutely superb. I hope you all enjoyed your Day of the Dead, your Mexican celebration. And I've really got to find the Mexican hat dance video from the family that put that up as well, because that sounds incredible. So well done. Let's give Lily a round of applause. Right, next up, Year 6. And Mr. Thornton says, Team Enterprises Star of the Week is Oscar Hadfield. Every day, Oscar uploads a lovely, personable video to Seesaw, talking through his day's learning, always completed to the best of his ability. He confidently describes how he has done his maths, any corrections he's made, then he moves on to English and reads out some of his sentences. Oscar also has time to keep tabs on real life and reminds me how the footy is going, occasionally politics, how Man City are playing, who's at the top of the table, and what fantasy league players are up to. Although we must all be having our ups and downs during these slightly crazy times, Oscar seems to ride along serenely, taking everything in his stride and able to concentrate on what is important and what he is able to affect. In a week when I'm so proud of most enterprises, he has shone and thoroughly deserves this week's award of Star. Brilliant, Paddy Field. Keep up the hard effort, which makes tings look easy. And yes, he did write the word tings, but there you go. Mr. Thornton is clearly down with the kids. But well done, Oscar. Another amazing nomination. Brilliant attitude, brilliant effort. That's all we can ask for, and you are giving that to us in spades. Super proud. Let's give him a clap. Right, on to our last nomination. Right, and the last nomination this week is the Head Teachers Award, and this goes to all the parents of Team Ridgeway. As we reach the end of the third week of remote learning, version 2021, we have been so impressed with the learning being produced. We're so proud of our children, as always, but we know that the work they are producing is because they have supportive parents behind them. As parents, you've been put back in the position of working from home, parenting and teaching. These are three very different jobs and they cannot be done at the same time. My favourite quote about what parents have been asked to do is, "It is not hard because you're doing it wrong, it's hard because it's too much. Remember that you just need to do your best." As we tell the children, all we ask is that you try your best. Do what you can and do not feel guilty if you can't do everything. Remember, family comes first. Sometimes that is learning, but other times that is a family film time, playing a board game together, reading to the children, or even having a power nap. In these difficult times, we have to laugh together, we have to play together, and let your children know that they're safe. Doing your best does not mean doing everything or doing a perfect job. Sometimes it's about asking for help or just prioritizing and taking a breath. We are Team Ridgeway. We are together even when we're apart, and we want to recognize the amazing job you as parents are all doing. So every child at home watching, I want you to turn to your parent and thank them. Tell them that they're doing a good job, better than that, a great job, and that you love them, and then give them a hug. Thank you to all our parents. You're doing a brilliant job. And that brings us to the end of this week's Star of the Week. However, we still have the Ridgeway Olympic Challenge results to give to you. Now, we have had an amazing 84% of the school take part this week, and they have been star jumping all week, raising their scores for their country. Before I give the results, I'll just say a big shout out goes to Team Oman and Team Tonga. 90% of those countries took part in our challenge, the best result in all 6. So well done, guys. And the results in third place, so our first bronze medal of these challenges, goes to Team Oman with 22.5 as their team average score, which is fantastic. The silver medal, second place, goes to Team Cuba with 23.5 as their team score, but out in the lead with 25.6 as their team score, Team Tonga, our first gold medalist. So well done, Team Tonga. You will be at the top of our medal table. Right, tune in next week for another challenge, and I'll see you next Friday for Star of the Week episode 3. Thank you and goodbye.